Welcome to the English class, children. Today we are going to read a poem. Poem's name is Dear Mom. It is the third section of Unit 1. The poet is Brian Patton. This poem, written by a child to his mother, is in the form of a letter. It describes the kind of mischievous things children do when parents are not around. The child in the poem is not only naughty but also very clever. Here the child in the poem is writing a letter to his mother about all the mischievous things he has done in the house when his mother was not in the house. It seems that the child is very clever. After writing the letter, he leaves the letter in the home and he goes out of the house. Let us start the poem with the poet's introduction. Brian Patton is the poet. He was born on 7th February 1946 in Liverpool, England. He has written many books for children and adults. Some of his books are Little Johnny's Confessions, which was published in 1967, and Vanishing Trick. Brian Patton was born in Liverpool in 1946. His first solo collection was Little Johnny's Confessions, 1967, published when he was 21 years old. Since then, he has published numerous collections, including Vanishing Trick and Armada, which includes some of his most striking poems, focusing on the death of his mother and his memories of childhood. Patton is also well known for his best-selling poetry collections for children, most famously Gargling with Jelly, 1985. His collection for children and adults, The Blue and Green Ark, An Alphabet for Planet Earth, won a Cholamandali Award in 2002. Brian is a fellow of the Royal Society of Literature. Dear Mom, while you were out, a cup bent and broke itself. A crack appeared in the blue vase. Your great-great-granddad brought back from China. Somehow, without me even turning on the tap, the sink mysteriously overflowed. In the first stanza of the poem, the child explains 3 mischievous things which he has done in the house while his mother was not in the house. What are they? The first one is about a cup. He says that the cup bent itself somewhere and has broken itself. Then he says about a blue color vase. There was a crack in the blue vase. The vase was brought to the house by the great-great-granddad from China. And the third mischievous thing what he has done is about the sink. The sink mysteriously, means magically, overflowed, but the child did not turn on the tap. A strange jam stain about the size of a boy's hand appeared on the kitchen wall. I don't think we'll ever discover exactly how the cat managed to turn on the washing machine, especially from the inside. In the second stanza, the boy starts again explaining his mischievous things. What is the first one? Here, the boy explains about a strange jam stain. It is the size of a boy's hand. You can imagine who has done that. It says that it was on the kitchen wall. The jam stain was on the kitchen wall, but I did not do anything. Next, he tells about a cat. He tells that the cat turned on the washing machine from inside, and he tells that the family members will never discover exactly how the cat went into the washing machine and turned it on from inside. Or how the self-raising floor managed to self-raise. I can't tell you I was scared when, as if by magic, a series of muddy footprints appeared on the new white carpet. I was being good, honest, but I think the house is haunted. So, knowing you are going to have a fit, I have gone over to Grant's for a bit. See the meanings, children? Self-raising floor, floor that contains baking powder. Series, several events or things of a similar kind that happened one after the other. Haunted, believed to be visited by ghosts. Fit, a short period of anger. In the next lines, the child explains about the self-raising flour. Flour is the atta which your mother will use for making chapatis. That same flour is used for making the cakes also. You know that cakes are very fluffy, means inside air will be there. To make that flour feel airy, they use some bacteria into that. Then that flour is called self-raising flour. It will increase in the size. If you knead it and keep, it will increase in size so that air is trapped inside. The child says that the self-raising flour raised itself. He did not do anything. You can see in the picture in the textbook in page number 29 that the flour is coming out of the bowl in which it is kept. But the child did not do anything. In the third stanza, he says that he was very scared. Why he was scared? Because by magic there were muddy footprints on the white carpet. He did not do anything. By magic, muddy footprints were printed on the white carpet. So he was very scared. Next he explained that he was being very good. He was being very good. He did not do any mischievous things. But he says that the house is haunted. Haunted means there were ghosts in the house who are doing all the mischievous things. After that he says that when you come back, the mother will be very angry. When the mother comes home, she will be very angry. So he is going to Granny's house for some time to take rest. In the following pictures, you can see all the mischievous things what the child has done. The broken cup, the crack in the vase, the overflowing sink, the jam stains on the kitchen wall, the cat turning on the washing machine from the inside, the self-raising floor, and the muddy footprints of the cat or some animal on the white carpet. The haunted house. The child thinks that the house is haunted. And after doing all these things, he went to take rest at the granny's house. Thank you, children.